Doom 2016 is one of those games that just gets straight to the point. No slow build-up, no unnecessary dialogue. You wake up on a slab and punch demon in the face, and the game basically tells you, figure it out. And honestly, I love it for that. This is the reboot that brought Doom back in the best possible way. Fast, aggressive, and completely unapologetic. You don't hide behind cover, you don't reload, and you definitely do not stop moving. It's pure momentum, with a heavy metal soundtrack pushing you forward every step of the way. And it's not just beat the game and done. Every weapon mod needs upgrading, all runes need to be upgraded, every collectible needs tracking down, and then there's Ultra Nightmare mode, which is just nightmare difficulty, but if you die once, it's game over, and you'll have to beat the first mission on that difficulty. But more on that later. My plan of action is to get as much done as possible on my first playthrough. After the initial wake-up call, we can collect the famous Predator suit that makes the Doomslayer look so freaking cool. Like Samus and Master Chief, the armor is iconic, although Samus without armor too, god damn. Anyway, continuing on, we fight some basic possessed enemies and have our first arena fight. And upon completion of this, find ourselves on the Mars surface. Once you grab the shotgun, everything starts to click. Every encounter becomes a kind of rhythm. The flow of combat is what makes this game special. You don't stop to aim down sights, you don't wait for enemies to come to you, you hunt them. The fluid movement and aiming really makes this game stand out as so unique. After each encounter, there is a break for you to gather your breath and do some exploring, which leads to secrets and collectibles such as these little action figures. There's a pretty small encounter at the end of the mission, which will cause me some difficulty on Ultra Nightmare, but for now it's no bother on normal, completing the introduction mission. And there we get E1, M1 complete the first mission of the campaign. In the second level, you gather the chainsaw and learn that it's not just a cool gimmick, it's your emergency ammo button. One swing and the demon explodes into a piñata of bullets. Honestly, it will save you more than once, especially on harder difficulties. I continue to search and explore every area, which earned me my second trophy for completing all challenges in a single mission. There's 3 per mission from this point onwards, and they each require you to do different things. Some of them are earned naturally, and some are a bit trickier, but I always try to complete them on my first go through each level. I could also get my first Argent Cell, which upgrades the health, armor, and ammo capacities. And I'm going to have to get every single one of these for the trophy overclocked, before getting a bit more information on the situation, revealing the total casualty count.
61,337 UAC members deceased.
Brilliant. Now the Foundry area is where Doom stops pretending to be nice. Up until now, the fights have been manageable and designed to teach you the basics. But once you step into this molten maze of metal and lava, everything seems to change. Well, there's my first death, and it's all because I'm trying to actually do the challenges. The design of this level is a lot more open and layered, encouraging you to backtrack, explore, and climb through vertical spaces. This is the first time you feel like you're navigating an actual 3D combat space, not just running down linear hallways. It gives an open feel as you can tackle the objectives in any order you like, as long as you take down all 4 of these gore nests. Oh shit, okay. Oh fuck, am I cooked? Yeah. Note to self, don't fall down there. It's impressive how this game keeps the gameplay consistent, but does enough to make it feel fresh continuously. Like these rune trials. This one here is very simple. I just need to eliminate 15 enemies with the combat shotgun within the time limit, and that earns me a trophy for completing my first one. A gift from beyond. Earn a rune. Cool. But for the trophy, IDDQD, I'll need to complete all of these and then fully upgrade each rune, which requires you to do a bonus challenge after. For example, this one is to absorb 300 dropped items. Along with all the weapons, I also gained a super useful ability, new boots allowing me to double jump, which is really handy for traversal, challenges, and avoiding attacks. It's also in this level, I fully upgraded my Predator suit in one category and performed my 200th glory kill. Butcher. Is that 50 glory kills? 200 glory kills. Didn't realise I did that much already. Okay. We also meet Olivia for the first time, who's trying to open another portal to hell. And you can tell shit is about to get real because we've also just got a new weapon. Here it is, a new weapon. Was it the Gauss gun? The Gauss cannon? So this one, I think it's going to be like super effective against the big guys as well.
Welcome to the UAC, opening the gates of hell with the key to the future.
Opening the gates of hell. Oh, here she is. What has happened to her? Well, that doesn't seem ideal. Please give me a quadruple. Oh, there is. Oh, I did it. That challenge was worrying me. I just did it. Oh no. Into the unknown. This is where we go to hell, isn't it? Warp to hell, yeah. Hell has some pretty great scenery, although surprisingly, it doesn't actually look too dissimilar to the Mars surface. The objective here is simple: get back to Mars. Again, lots of demons here, but I was focusing on the imps with the shotgun's grenade launcher to unlock my first weapon mastery. Specialist! My first weapon mastery, sick. I also collected another Argent cell and fully upgraded my health for another trophy. This mission isn't too long, there's a big battle at the end as usual. It's gonna take me back to Mars, sick. Only a brief time spent in hell. The problem is, now it seems hell has intensified on Mars. Yeah. That doesn't look ideal. Here on Mars, our objective is to now track down this artifact, which was designed to aid the forces of hell by opening up a new gateway to the human dimension. In this mission, one of the objectives is to kill 5 enemies using the chainsaw. A pretty simple task, which also upgrades my first rune of the game for collecting 300 items. Momentum shift, what's that? Upgrade a rune. Oh, that's the vacuum one, isn't it? Okay, yep, sweet. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I need some more chainsaw ammo now. Excellent. Making my way deep through the facility, I meet Pinky, another new enemy type. What is this? These guys are a little annoying as they charge you constantly, and they do take quite a fair few hits. Rip and tear. Oh, is this glory killing every type of enemy? Okay, cool. That's the last common type of enemy. I jumped on the tram deeper into the facility, finally catching up with Samuel Hayden, face to metal. He's been like guiding me around the whole game, so it's nice to see him in person. Shortly after, in the Lazarus labs, there's a new special weapon waiting for us. We just have to solve this simple laser puzzle. Shit. You simply just have to shoot these parts underneath for it to collapse. Give it to me. Give me the BFG. There it is. An old friend acquired a BFG. Awesome. Sick. Yeah, that's pretty cool. With the BFG now in hand, battles definitely got harder and more demanding, and there were a lot of different arenas to fight through on the way to the artifact. I eventually reached Olivia's office and had to play this Doom-styled Candy Crush game for one of the challenges. This was a little bit confusing for me, before continuing on our journey to find the artifact, and we need to return to hell once more. Well, that doesn't look concerning at all, does it? It's literally a ritual chamber. Again, lots of battles in between. Although this game is really exciting to play, it doesn't necessarily make the best content, as the gameplay loop is very much the same. But I finally completed my last rune trial. None of these were too hard, they were all doable within a couple of goes tops, which is really nice. It doesn't like break the flow of gameplay. The circle is complete. Oh, earn all runes. Lovely, that's the last one. Now I need to actually start upgrading them all. One thing there hasn't been enough of is boss fights. In fact, there's been 0 up to this point, and it's time that changed, as we're now going to fight the Cyber Demon. This fight isn't so bad, as it's just a case of using all your firepower, whilst making sure to keep your distance and dodging all attacks. I know this game was released a few years before, but this reminds me a lot of some fights in Returnal. Dodging is more important than hitting. After enough shots, the Cyber Demon falls, and we can tear an accumulator from its chest, transporting us to hell. Oh, back in hell. Which, although intentional, doesn't go to plan. Oh shit. The second phase is really just a repeat of the first, with slightly different attacks. Once more, it's nothing too challenging. Surely it can't recover from that, right? Shoot it until it dies. Defeat the Cyber Demon. Now we have to fight our way through hell again. Whoa, okay. That looks super cool. I really enjoyed these later levels, as the game just throws everything at you. To counter that, we can gather our final Argent Cell upgrade, maxing out all subsystems, and find the last field drone of the game to unlock all weapon mods. I do still need to upgrade them all, however that will come later. But as we push deeper through the necropolis, we eventually reach another boss fight of the Hellguard. This one can be pretty annoying, as he has a block move that basically negates all damage taken. So after wasting some ammo of my BFG, I thought it was best to just try it again. Yeah, that was just bad. I just wasted all my ammo there. Let's try that again. Once you do time your attacks, it's nothing too hard. It's gonna have a second phase, isn't it? That was too easy. Maybe I shouldn't have wasted all my ammo. This phase is different, but again not too bad, because although there's double the attacks to avoid, they no longer have shields, and it seems they somewhat have a combined health bar, meaning you can just go like full firepower on these two. Outnumbered, no problem. Defeat the Hellguards. We can retrieve the Crucible and briefly return back to Mars, which is where I earned a trophy for getting 150 kills using power-ups. And I also found my last data log, before using the Crucible to destroy the power to the portals between Hell and Mars, and return to Hell one final time. Being the last level, truly everything is thrown at you now. Every demon in multiple forms is coming for you, and you also have all the weapons to counter it. The visuals really give this an epic feel. Some of these long battles were great for upgrading my weapon mods, and I was close to finishing them all. Okay, so I've just done the Gatling Rotator. I've only got 3 left. I need to purchase remote detonation, but like these two, almost there on. But I can upgrade my last Praetor suit upgrade, which gives me overclocked. Upgrading them all in a single run, beautiful, fully upgraded. And as I made my way through, there was the perfect place to complete the last challenge, using the quad damage ability. There it is. What else you got? That is every challenge in the game done. Complete all mission challenges. Last one there was to kill 2 of those enemies with 1 shot. Interestingly, the BFG didn't work, so I needed to use the plasma one, but got it anyway. With that, it's finally the end game. It's time we saw Olivia face to face. Oh. Hello. Oh my god. What is that? It's a spider boss. Well, it's got to have 2 phases, but let's see how the BFG does. Not great. This thing has an awful lot of health. Come on, come on. That's it. It's got to be it. Right? Here comes the BFG. Nice. Every nook and cranny, that is all collectibles. Weirdly, the last collectibles was defeating that boss. And knee deep in the dead, complete the campaign on any difficulty. And who's next as well? Defeat the Spider Mastermind. They all popped there. That is Doom 2016, more or less. We escape.
You've won. It's over. You stopped the invasion and closed the portal.
We return to Mars and see Hayden once more. Unfortunately, he's got other motivations and kind of wants to just continue things weirdly.
I can't kill you, but I won't have you standing in our way. Until we see each other again.
And that is Doom finished. Because I did so much on my first playthrough, working towards all the trophies, cleanup was actually really short. I only needed to upgrade a couple of things each, starting with the last rune, which was for getting 10 kills in this second wind ability after death. There it is, IDDQD. Upgrade all runes. That is a huge trophy. All these runes, not too bad. Some of them are harder than others. The saving throw is a bit of an annoying one. You have to like actually kill yourself if you're, you didn't die naturally getting it. Quite a big long trophy to get that one. And then the last weapon mod upgrade. Okay, this should be it. If I detonate this rocket, kill through it once. Did that kill through it once? No. Yeah, it did. IDKFA. I don't know, FA. Whatever. That is all weapon mods done. It looks quite nice having them all in gold. That's pretty cool. That is basically one of the last things I needed to do. I also killed 50 enemies with the chainsaw and 100 with exploding barrels. And again, these were just really short to clean up. Timing is everything. Okay, 100 explosive barrels left. Really weird that I've done all mods, all runes, and that's like the last trophy I need to do. And that's it for the campaign, almost. I still need to complete the first mission on Ultra Nightmare, but I thought to quickly knock out some of the multiplayer trophies required for the Platinum. But for the Platinum, you need to do some things on snap maps, which is where you create your own custom levels. The tutorials are pretty bland, and my main problem with them is the loading times, but there's a trophy for completing the basic and advanced ones. Oh, thank God for that. Publishing your first level and completing 5 levels made by someone else. The actual multiplayer is pretty fun, at least for a few games. Annoyingly, my first game didn't go so well, as although I was getting kills, randomly towards the end I just got booted and the servers completely went down, and apparently this is quite a common problem now. How does that even make sense? We were winning, I was getting kills, I've been removed. I don't get a trophy, I don't get any XP. It's the fucking point, man. A few hours later, when they came back online, I won my next game straight away. There it is, IPX setup.exe, win a multiplayer match. And very nicely, halfway through the next, I reached level 5. Combat tested, Doom guy approved, what's that? Reach level 5 in multiplayer. Cool. That is all the multiplayer I need for the platinum. All the rest of the multiplayer, I'll just do DLC after this video. This video is the platinum. Multiplayer's not great. It's fine. It's not for me. Now let's up the difficulty to Ultra Nightmare and see if we can beat the first level. Just to confirm, are you willing to put yourself through this? Yes. Only have to beat the first mission. See how this goes. This is basically the same as the infamous Mein Leben trophy from Wolfenstein 2. However, at least they don't ask you to beat the whole game. The main trick here is to just keep moving and abuse glory kills constantly to make sure you're always recovering health. My first attempt didn't last long as I hadn't even made it past the first area. Oh shit. Well, there's the first death. Second time around, I learned from my mistakes and made sure I didn't get surrounded, keeping on the move. Low ammo, low health, not ideal. The middle section of this level is honestly very easy. Enemies are manageable, and because they don't infinitely spawn, you can very quickly make your way around. The last real challenge is right at the end, where again, it's another kind of arena. I thought if I avoid enemies and made straight for the exit, that might have worked, but unfortunately this game is never going to be that simple. Right, if I can, like, take them out from here-ish, I might be okay. Sort of, like, filter them through a bit. Although I need ammo. Crap. Oh, there's an explosive got me. Okay, well, I know I can get to the end now. Pretty simply. I could consistently make my way back to this spot, but this next attempt was pretty annoying, actually. Oh, the barrels got me again. God's sake, man. This attempt, I was feeling good. I knew I could make it to the last stage. I just needed to not choke it. No stupid moves, keep my distance from the bloody barrels, and everything should go to plan. Oh my God, I think I've done it. I can't remember there being another fight after this. So, continue. That is it. A toe into madness, only a bronze. Complete the UAC on Ultra Nightmare, which gives me die flesh consumed for platinuming Doom 2016. As always, a huge thank you to all my channel members, and thank you so much for 10k subscribers. I'm still pondering what game to play to celebrate. Let me know down below if you have any ideas. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and all that good stuff, and click on screen to see another video by me.